Hey guys, welcome to SMUBE Campus Radio. Say what you wanna say. I am Megan, your host for AT80, a podcast series which is focused on community service projects in SMU. So last episode we discussed the importance of reducing food wastage with SMU Project Midori, which is a student-led community service project focused on promoting sustainable food habits within SMU. Some of you might even remember our sneak peek into their future events. So this episode we are going to check in on those events. Everyone, let's welcome back Pei Ying from SMU Project Midori.
Hi guys, I'm Pei Ying from Project Midori and I'm the leader of Midori's 4th installation.
So last time, you told us about Midori's plans to have an online webinar, and now, fast forward to today, it happened. But I'm sure some of our viewers didn't get a chance to join us back then, so maybe could you share about the webinar and tell us what it's all about?
So our webinar was on sharing food waste situations in Singapore as well as in SMU itself. So for our data from SMU, it was mainly from the data that we had collected a few years back. So it might not be the most updated, but it also gave us a really good picture of what was going on. Yeah. So besides that, we also shared like tips on how to reduce food, either as an individual at home or even if you're going out with your friends, how you can do it.
I'm sure that the participants would have learned a lot of food hacks. Right. I heard this is Midori's first time conducting an online webinar, and conducting an online webinar is a lot different from conducting a physical one. So you can't always see the audience might feel a bit of disconnect. So how do you continue engaging and interacting with the audience?
We understand that having an online event is quite different from a physical event. So what we did was to try to engage our audience by having constant Kahoot questions or to open the questions to the floor at any point of time so our audiences could freely interact with us via the comment or the chat section of our Microsoft Teams that we use to conduct the webinar. Yeah, so it did provide us a bit more chances to interact with our audiences.
Those are really great ways to engage with the audience. For some shy people who aren't as comfortable unmuting to speak up, they would really prefer having the chat as a way to connect to you. I also heard that you had an Instagram challenge as a tie-in to your webinar. So what is that all about?
So the Instagram challenge was a continuation of the webinar and it was launched right after the webinar. So it was like an application where the participants could actually use what they have learned during the webinar or even more beyond that. So we did provide a list of food hacks for them. So as long as they show us a picture or video of them applying the food hacks in their real life, they'll be able to win the point, and the person who accumulates the most number of points will be the winner for the Instagram challenge. So it was really an avenue for them to practice what they have learned or to even expose them to even more food tips that hopefully they'll be able to use later on as well. Yeah.
I think it's really interesting how we can use different platforms like Zoom and Instagram to engage with our audience despite the recent times where we have physical limitations. So Ping, how else do you think we can engage the students and our audience despite those physical limitations?
Yeah, so I think from our perspective or from any other project's perspective, having be restricted to only virtual platforms is definitely quite a big setback for everyone. Yeah, but I would say that let's not be afraid to try out different things. So like virtual platforms, Instagram, or even Zoom, sometimes they surprise you. So for example, for a lot of our events, we realized that the turnouts for the virtual events was actually a lot greater because of the convenience. Yeah, so I think really don't be afraid to try, and sometimes you might get even better results.
I totally agree. While these physical limitations might seem like obstacles at first, they might actually open up new doors and opportunities for you to engage with your audience. So now let's move on into our second section. I heard that Midori, on top of this online webinar, actually collaborated with Ya Kun and SMU Libraries to host a special challenge. So could you tell us more about it?
Yeah, sure. So we actually partnered up with Ya Kun as well as SMU Libraries, which is supported by DBS. So what we did is that we came up with a virtual case competition. So it's fully online and it happens during the winter break. So what happens was that participants will be able to form groups within 2 to 5 people, and then they will solve a problem statement that has been posed by Ya Kun, which is related to non-edible food waste. So we are hoping that through this, either our participants or even our partners that we are working with we'll be able to get like better ideas or even to have a better understanding of the food waste situation that we are facing currently. Yeah.
That's a really meaningful initiative, and it ties in really well with your mission and vision statement. So, if I want to sign up for future events, then how do I do so?
Okay, yeah, so for our future events, you can stay tuned to C4SR's emailer. Either that or follow Midori on Instagram. We are at SMU_Midori, or you can follow us on our Telegram channel. So it's SMU Food Champs. So it's for early bird perks only. Yeah, so do subscribe to our different outlets and you'll be able to get notice of our latest event.
Right, awesome. And guys, we'll put it in the description box below, so be sure to check it out. It's been some time since you took up the mantle as Midori's leader, and you'll be stepping down the next semester. You've done a lot for Midori as its leader with new initiatives to make use of digital platforms in these times. And as you hand over to your successor, what do you foresee Midori achieving in the next year and beyond?
Yeah, so I think for that, I just want to thank Midori 4's team because it's been a really, really great team. And I do know that Midori 3 and 4 has been very different in our approach. So Midori 4 has been very, very full on virtual events as well as collaborations with different partners. We're hoping that Midori 5 will be able to continue the different collaborations because definitely there's a lot of benefits from it. So besides that, also maybe we can try out different initiatives, and with the possibility of physical events resuming, I think there will be an even wider option for the next installation to try out different options that we didn't have the opportunity to, and I think that it will definitely be a great success.
I think those are really great goals, and I am sure that Midori is going to achieve all of them in the future. So are there any closing words you want to give to our viewers at the end of this episode?
Yeah, so I just want to thank everyone who has been part of Midori, either supporting us or joining our events or helping us spread the word. Yeah, so a really, really big thank you to everyone out there. Yeah, and to end off, I'd like to say that actually food waste is something that is really simple to start addressing. So if you haven't, you can join us now. Yeah, so we are always welcoming different people to join us. So we look forward to hearing more from you guys as well.
Thank you so much for being our guest for these past 2 episodes. It's been a really lovely journey learning what Midori is all about and, up to now, seeing your initiatives being fulfilled. And I wish nothing but the best for Midori in the years ahead. And for all our viewers, be sure to check out SMU Midori's Telegram channel, which is SMU Food Champs, as well as the Instagram, SMU_Midori. Once again, this has been
Paying from SMU Midori.
And this has been Megan from SMU BE Campus Radio. Say what you want to say. See you guys next time.